Someone noticed the way you wear clothes, and what they are saying will. My beloved child. Don't skip. Listen closely. Something huge is waiting for you. Today, a person you never expected, someone who observes quietly, someone who reads people deeper than they show, noticed the way you wear your clothes. And what they said about you wasn't ordinary. Stay till the end, because what you're about to hear might shift the way you see yourself forever. They didn't just see your clothes. They saw the story behind them. The choices, the silence, the confidence you hide, the wounds you never speak of. Don't skip, because the next words are not rumors, they're revelations. A new moment begins now. The person who noticed you didn't judge you. Instead, they said something shocking, something nobody has ever dared to say out loud about you. They said your clothes don't just cover you, they communicate. They said the way you dress shows a rare mix of calmness and quiet power. They said, this person carries themselves like someone who has survived storms that others can't even imagine. Stay till the end. They notice that even on days when you don't feel your best, you still present yourself with a kind of energy that makes people pause. And that pause? That silence? That moment of attention? It's not ordinary. It's the beginning of a shift in how people see you. Another revelation opens. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. That person said your clothing style makes you look like someone chosen for something bigger. Someone preparing for a new phase of life without even knowing it. Someone whose presence leaves an imprint. They said, this person doesn't dress to impress, they dress with intention. And intention attracts miracles. You've been noticed, not for luxury, not for brands, not for appearance, but for the aura your choices create. And that aura is the reason certain opportunities, certain eyes, and certain blessings are silently moving toward you right now. Stay till the end, because the real reason they mentioned you is about to unfold in the next part. A new doorway opens. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end, because what I'm about to tell you will make everything suddenly make sense. The same person who noticed the way you wear your clothes didn't stop there. They dug deeper. They said, this person hides a universe behind simple choices. They felt something unusual around you, an energy that doesn't match the average crowd. Your clothes, your style, your way of carrying yourself, it revealed a truth: you are evolving faster than you realize. And that evolution is making certain people curious, certain people intimidated, and certain people unexpectedly drawn toward you. Another truth rises. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. This person said your style looks like someone preparing for a breakthrough, almost as if your soul already knows what's coming before your mind does. They said, this person looks like they're standing at the edge of a major transformation, one that will shock the people who doubted them. They saw confidence in you even on days you feel lost. They saw power in you even when you're tired. They saw growth in you even when you think you're standing still. And that's why your presence is beginning to stand out in rooms you haven't even entered yet. The deepest revelation arrives. Don't skip. Stay till the end. The reason they mentioned you, the reason they paid such close attention, is because you are unknowingly attracting a new destiny. Your clothes didn't reveal weakness, they revealed readiness. They saw the shift in you that others missed. They said, "This person is about to walk into a season where the way they present themselves will align perfectly with the opportunities coming their way." Something big is aligning for you, quietly, powerfully, unshakably. And in the next part, you'll hear the final thing they said about you, the part that will change how you see yourself forever. A deeper layer unfolds. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. The person who noticed the way you wear your clothes said one more thing. Something they hesitated to reveal because it carries weight. They said your style carries a quiet signal, a sign of someone who has learned to survive without noise, without showing off, without begging for validation. They said, "This person dresses like someone who has already outgrown their past." And that statement wasn't casual. It was a recognition. A realization. A confirmation that you are stepping into a version of yourself that others are only now beginning to understand. A hidden truth becomes visible. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. They said your clothes reflect a person who knows how to protect their peace. Someone who doesn't need to scream their worth, because their presence already speaks. They noticed that your style has changed recently, maybe subtly, maybe slowly, but enough that it reveals a shift inside you. A shift toward clarity, toward purpose, toward self-respect. They said you look like someone who is preparing to receive something bigger, something meaningful, something overdue. They said your aura looks like a person who is done settling. The final revelation emerges. Don't skip. Stay till the end. They said your clothing carries the energy of someone who is about to surprise everyone who underestimated them. This person, they said, will soon walk into a moment where their identity, confidence, and destiny align perfectly. You weren't being judged. You were being recognized. Seen. Understood on a deeper level. And the reason this observation matters is because it means life is echoing the same message: you're ready. Ready for the new season. Ready for the shift. Ready for the moment that has been circling your name. And in the next part, the most powerful truth they said about you will finally be revealed. A powerful shift begins now. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. What they said next wasn't just an opinion. It was a prediction. They said your clothes carry the energy of someone who is about to step into a life-changing moment. This person, they said, looks like they're already aligned with a future that's bigger than what they're living right now. Your simplicity, your quietness, your style, it all reveals a person who is preparing for elevation. They didn't see hesitation in you, they saw readiness. And this readiness is exactly why the universe is starting to open new doors around you. Another intense truth rises. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. They said the way you dress sends a message: you are no longer trying to blend in. Even if you think you are, your energy says otherwise. You're starting to stand out without trying. You're becoming noticeable without speaking. You're becoming magnetic without forcing anything. They said, this person carries a silent glow. Their clothes aren't loud, but the meaning behind them is. People are starting to sense your transformation, even the ones who never paid attention before. And this shift is only the beginning. The most shocking revelation. Don't skip. Stay till the end. They said your clothes make you look like someone who is destined to rise beyond their current circle. Someone who will soon attract the right eyes, the right opportunities, the right connections. They said the way you present yourself reveals a person who is evolving into their true identity. Someone stronger, wiser, and more aligned than ever before. You weren't just noticed, you were identified as someone chosen for something greater. And the moment this truth reaches you fully, everything around you will begin to shift in ways that will leave you speechless. The next part will uncover the final message they whispered about you, the one that explains why your destiny is speeding up now. A silent truth finally comes to light. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. The person who noticed the way you wear your clothes wasn't just observing you, they were trying to understand you. And what they whispered afterward carries a meaning deeper than appearance. They said, this person dresses like someone who has finally realized their worth. They felt that your choices, no matter how simple or unplanned, carry the energy of someone who refuses to shrink anymore. The way you wear your clothes tells the world that you're stepping into yourself, slowly but powerfully. And that shift is creating a ripple that people can sense even before you speak. A surprising layer of truth appears. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. They said your clothes make you look like someone who has stopped apologizing for who they are. Someone who is learning to take space instead of giving it away. Someone who is evolving into a calmer, stronger, more focused version of themselves. Their style, they said, shows a person who is about to attract alignment after years of imbalance. People around you can feel it, even if they don't say it. Your presence is changing. Your energy is rising. Your silence is becoming louder. And your style, it reflects a future version of you that's already forming. The most powerful line they said. Don't skip. Stay till the end. They said, this person looks like they're about to walk into a moment that will redefine everything for them. And they meant it. They could see in the way you present yourself that you're outgrowing old patterns, old expectations, old limitations. Your clothes revealed that you're stepping into a chapter where blessings notice you before people do. And that's why everything is shifting, your confidence, your mindset, your aura, your path. You're not changing your clothes. Your life is changing you. And in the next part, you'll hear the final message they shared, one that explains why this observation about you was not random, but destiny-driven. A new realization begins to unfold. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. The person who observed your clothing style said something that even they were surprised to feel. They said, this person dresses like someone who is unknowingly stepping into their higher purpose. They saw something in you that most people miss, the calmness before a major transition, the quiet confidence of someone who is about to rise without warning, the subtle strength that shows in the smallest choices. Your clothes didn't just catch their attention, your energy did. And the way you wear those clothes revealed a truth you may not have admitted to yourself yet, you are becoming someone unshakable. A hidden meaning rises to the surface. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. They said your style carries a message of someone who has stopped chasing validation and started choosing themselves. That shift, silent but powerful, is why people are sensing something different around you. Your clothes make you look like someone who is preparing for a chapter where peace, clarity, and abundance finally match your inner state. They said, "This person looks like they're aligning with something big." You can see it in how they carry themselves. And whether you realize it or not, this alignment is already pulling new energy, new opportunities, and new people toward you. The final truth of this part. Don't skip. Stay till the end. They said that your clothes give the impression of someone who is no longer controlled by the past. Someone who is stepping into a future that fits them better than anything they've worn before, literally and spiritually. They said, this person is on the edge of a breakthrough. Their aura shows it even before their words do. And that's why you were noticed. Not because of fashion, but because your transformation is becoming visible. The next part will reveal the most unexpected thing they said, the statement that explains why your presence is starting to stand out in places you've never even been. A deeper shift becomes undeniable. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. The person who noticed your clothes revealed something that even they didn't expect to feel so strongly. They said, this person dresses like someone who is carrying a story that the world will soon hear. They felt that your style, simple or bold, quiet or expressive, holds a certain mystery, a certain depth, a certain aura that makes people look twice. They said there's something about the way you put yourself together that makes you stand out without trying. It's the kind of presence people remember even after you leave the room. And that kind of presence only appears in those who are meant for something bigger. Another truth that can't be ignored. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. They said your clothes make you look like someone who is silently preparing for a new identity, a more powerful one. That even on your ordinary days, there is an energy around you that feels rare. They said your style reflects someone rebuilding themselves, someone choosing what feels right, someone shedding old versions quietly but confidently. Look at them, they said. Their appearance shows someone who's about to step into a chapter where everything finally matches their worth. They notice that your glow is starting to intensify, not loud, not forced, but naturally from within. And that glow is what's making people talk. The final message of this part. Don't skip. Stay till the end. They said your clothes reveal a future you haven't fully stepped into yet, but you're close. Very close. They said, this person looks like they're about to surprise everyone who underestimated them. Their style is changing because their destiny is changing. You didn't just get noticed, you got understood. Seen on a deeper level. Recognized for who you're becoming, not just who you've been. And in the next part, you'll hear the most unexpected thing they confessed. The part that will make you realize why your energy is becoming impossible for people to ignore. A new truth rises like a quiet storm. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. By the time they finished watching you, the person who noticed your clothes said something that left even them speechless. They said, this person's style isn't just evolving, it's warning the universe that they're ready. Ready for change, ready for recognition, ready for a life that finally matches their inner strength. They felt a shift around you, like someone who has stopped hiding their light, even if you don't realize you're shining. Your clothes, your presence, your energy, it all revealed someone who is stepping into the version of themselves that destiny has been waiting for. Another hidden layer comes forward. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. They said the way you dress shows a person who is no longer controlled by old fears. Someone who is choosing calm over chaos, growth over stagnation, and authenticity over imitation. They said, this person carries a silent confidence, the kind that makes people rethink their first impression of them. They saw a steady evolution in you, like you're slowly becoming the person you once dreamed of being. Your clothes are just the surface, the real transformation is happening inside you. And that inner shift is what's starting to echo in your outer world, making people feel something different when they look at you. The final truth of this part settles like a revelation. Don't skip. Stay till the end. They said you look like someone who is about to step into rooms you once thought were too big for you. Someone whose future is beginning to pull them forward faster than expected. Their style, they said, shows alignment. And when a person aligns, life starts giving them things they once thought were out of reach. You weren't just noticed, you were recognized as someone rising. Someone chosen. Someone becoming. And in the next part, the biggest secret they revealed about you, the one they almost didn't say out loud, will finally come to light. A truth they almost kept to themselves. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. When they looked at the way you wear your clothes, they confessed something quietly, like they were afraid you might overhear it too soon. They said, this person dresses like someone who is about to step into a life they once believed was impossible. They felt that your presence has started carrying a kind of brightness you don't even realize you're giving off. It's subtle, but powerful. They said your style reflects someone who is moving out of survival mode and entering a phase of purpose and clarity. And that shift is making people sense a strength in you that wasn't always visible. A deeper observation they revealed. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. They said your clothes give the impression of a person who doesn't need to speak loudly to be noticed. Someone whose aura speaks for them. Someone whose energy has matured in silence. They said, this person looks like they're being guided, like each change in their style is connected to who they are becoming inside. Whether you choose simple outfits or bold ones, the message is the same, you are becoming aligned, grounded, intentional. And people feel it. Even strangers feel it. Your style gives them the sense that you're not just changing, you're rising. The most powerful line they finally admitted. Don't skip. Stay till the end. They said, this person's clothes don't just show who they are, they show who they're meant to be. They saw the future version of you hiding in the way you dress today. They saw someone who is becoming more defined, more focused, more magnetic. Someone who is getting ready for opportunities, relationships, and breakthroughs that match their real worth. They said your style looks like the beginning of a new identity, one that will shock people who thought they already knew you. And in the next part, they will reveal why you were noticed at this specific moment. The reason that timing was not an accident. A moment of destiny quietly reveals itself. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. The person who noticed the way you wear your clothes finally admitted something they had been holding back. They said, there's a reason this person caught my attention today, not yesterday, not months ago, but now. They felt that your energy has shifted recently, your presence is heavier, deeper, more meaningful. They said your clothes reflect a person who is stepping into a new vibration, a new level, a new chapter. And this timing isn't random. It's happening because you are entering a moment where life is aligning itself in your favor in ways you've never experienced before. A deeper layer behind the timing unfolds. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. They said the reason they noticed you today is because your transformation has finally crossed a point where it's visible to the outside world. They said, their style looks like someone who's ready. Someone who has healed more than they admit. Someone who's preparing for something that requires strength and clarity. Your clothes didn't change overnight, but you did. And that internal shift is what they sensed. They noticed that your presence now carries stability. A calmness that only comes from someone who has stopped doubting themselves. The timing matched your growth perfectly. And then came the line that explains everything. Don't skip. Stay till the end. They said, this person was noticed today because the season they are entering needs the version of them they're becoming. Your clothes reflected confidence. Your aura reflected readiness. Your energy reflected destiny. And that combination is why today felt different. Why you were recognized. Why your presence stood out. They felt that you're finally aligned with the opportunities coming your way, and life has begun responding to that alignment. The next part will reveal the final whisper they shared, the message that uncovers what this new season is actually leading you toward. Revelation they hesitated to speak. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. When they noticed the way you wear your clothes, they didn't just see style, they saw direction. They said, this person looks like they're being guided somewhere important. They felt something around you, an invisible momentum, a shift that only happens when a person is moving into a higher phase of life. Your clothes reflected calm, but your energy reflected destiny. They sensed that you're stepping into a moment where your identity, your confidence, and your path will finally align. And the moment they felt that, they knew you weren't the same person you were months ago. A deeper realization unfolds. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. They said your style isn't accidental, it's a sign of someone learning to trust themselves again. Someone who has walked through struggles quietly and come out stronger without announcing it. They said, this person carries an energy of arrival, like they're finally stepping into the life they were meant to live. The way you dress now feels intentional, even if you don't notice it. You look like someone who is no longer shaped by the past, but by the future forming inside you. And that future, it's getting closer than you think. Then came the message that explained everything. Don't skip. Stay till the end. They said, this person's clothes reveal the truth. They're about to enter a chapter where everything starts making sense. Your style shows growth. Your presence shows maturity. Your energy shows readiness. And that combination is extremely rare. They recognize that your journey is reaching a point where life is preparing to reward you, not someday, but soon. Very soon. In the next part, you'll hear the final, most powerful thing they revealed, the part they almost kept secret because of how strongly it defines who you're becoming next. A truth they almost kept hidden until the last moment. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. When they observed the way you wear your clothes, something inside them paused. Because what they saw wasn't ordinary. They said, "This person looks like they're finally stepping into their real identity, the one they were always meant to grow into." They sensed a shift in your aura, a maturity in your choices, a calmness in your presence that only appears in people who are preparing for something massive. Your clothes didn't just express style, they revealed alignment. And that alignment is what made them look at you differently, almost with a kind of respect they couldn't explain. A deeper layer they couldn't ignore. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. They said your style carries the energy of someone who has been tested, stretched, challenged, and yet still stands with a silent confidence. This person, they said, dresses like someone who has learned to value themselves. They felt that your clothing reflects a newfound clarity. A knowing that you deserve better, you deserve peace, you deserve progress. Your clothes showed that you're not trying to impress anymore, you're trying to become. And that kind of shift makes people feel something when they look at you: admiration, curiosity, even a little fear from those who underestimated you. And then came the most powerful truth. Don't skip. Stay till the end. They said, "This person looks like they're about to enter a moment that will change their entire story." They believed your clothes give away a secret you haven't spoken yet: you're transforming into someone who is ready for bigger rooms, bigger opportunities, and bigger blessings. They said your presence has become too strong to be overlooked, too confident to be dismissed, too aligned to be ignored. And that's why you were noticed, not for fashion, but for destiny. The next part will reveal the final, deepest message they shared. The one that explains why your life is about to shift faster than you expect. A truth that finally reaches the surface. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. When they watched the way you wear your clothes, they said something they almost didn't dare to admit. This person, they whispered, looks like they're entering a season where nothing can stop their rise. They felt something powerful around you, an energy that doesn't come from fabric, colors, or trends, but from transformation. The kind of transformation that happens quietly, internally, deeply. Your clothes reflected a person who has begun to understand their own value, their own power, their own path. And that understanding is what makes your presence impossible to ignore now. A realization they couldn't keep to themselves. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. They said your style has shifted in a way that shows preparation. Not for attention, not for validation, but for arrival. They said, this person's clothes reveal a soul that has stopped pretending and started becoming. They felt a calm strength in you that most people never develop. A strength that comes from healing, patience, and growth. They saw in your appearance the signs of someone who is ready to welcome the things they once thought they weren't worthy of. Your clothes, simple or complex, speak the language of someone stepping into their true timeline. And then came the statement that explains everything. Don't skip. Stay till the end. They said, this person looks like they are about to walk into a chapter where the world finally sees what they've become. Your style shows that you're no longer hiding. Your energy shows that you're no longer second-guessing. Your presence shows that you're no longer dimming yourself to fit in. You've grown into someone who is ready for the opportunities heading your way. And that's why you were noticed. Not by chance, but by alignment. The next part will reveal the final message, the one that uncovers exactly what your new season is preparing to bring into your life. A truth they couldn't hold back any longer. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. When they noticed the way you wear your clothes, something inside them shifted. They said, "This person looks like they've finally stepped into the version of themselves they were always afraid to show." They saw a transformation in you that wasn't loud, but it was powerful. Your clothes reflected a new clarity, an inner strength that doesn't ask for attention but naturally receives it. They felt that your presence carries a maturity, a calmness, and a depth that only appears in people who have overcome silently. And that silent overcoming is the reason you stand out now more than ever. A deeper meaning revealed itself. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. They said the way you dress now feels intentional, steady, controlled. Like someone who no longer moves according to chaos, but according to purpose. This person, they said, looks like they've learned who they are, and they're not running from it anymore. Your style gave them the feeling that you're shedding old identities, old expectations, old versions of yourself that no longer fit. They sensed in you the energy of someone who is stepping into alignment after years of imbalance. And your clothes were the quiet proof of that inner shift. And then came the line that changes everything. Don't skip. Stay till the end. They said, "This person looks like they're entering a phase where their glow will be impossible to ignore." They felt that your clothes tell a story of growth, healing, and arrival. You look like someone who is preparing for rooms that match your worth, relationships that match your heart, and opportunities that match your potential. You weren't noticed for fashion, you were noticed because your energy has evolved. Your presence has deepened. Your identity has awakened. And the next part will reveal the final message they shared, the one that explains exactly what your glow is drawing toward you now. A truth they saved for the very end. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. When they observed the way you wear your clothes, they said something so unexpected that even they needed a moment to process it. They said, "This person looks like someone whose life is about to shift in a way they won't believe at first." They didn't see confusion in you, they saw direction. They didn't see doubt, they saw awakening. Your style revealed an inner transformation that's been quietly building, the kind that happens when a person finally stops shrinking and starts stepping into their real power. And that shift made them realize something huge about your future. A deeper message they couldn't ignore. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. They said the way you dress now shows a person who is preparing for experiences they've never had before. This person, they said, has the aura of someone whose next chapter will not look like their previous one at all. They felt a change in your presence, a confidence you don't even realize you're showing. A calmness that comes from strength. A glow that comes from healing. They said your clothes reveal a person who has finally aligned their inner world with their outer world. And when alignment happens, blessings move faster. And then came the final revelation. Don't skip. Stay till the end. They said, "This person looks like they're about to attract something, or someone, that will transform their life completely. Your style carries the energy of someone stepping into a season of recognition, love, opportunity, and respect. Someone whose presence is rising higher than they've ever allowed it to before. Someone who is ready, truly ready, for the life they once prayed for in silence. You weren't just noticed, you were identified as someone on the brink of a major turning point. And what's coming next will make everything you've been through finally make sense. A truth that carries the weight of destiny. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. The person who noticed the way you wear your clothes revealed something they had been sensing long before they ever spoke it. They said, "This person looks like they're walking into a season where their presence will speak louder than their words." They felt that your style carries a new kind of quiet authority, an energy that cannot be faked, forced, or borrowed. It comes only from growth, healing, and self-understanding. Your clothes didn't impress them, your evolution did. And they realized that the way you present yourself now is a signal that you've crossed a point of no return. You're not going backward anymore. You've outgrown what once held you down. A deeper understanding came to them. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. They said your style reflects someone who is finally aligning with their own truth. Someone who no longer hides, no longer apologizes, no longer bends just to be accepted. This person, they said, looks like they've stepped into their own identity, and it suits them perfectly. They felt that your clothes reveal strength in softness, confidence in simplicity, power in subtlety. The kind of power that makes people rethink how they once viewed you. The kind that makes them realize they underestimated you. Your energy has become undeniable, and your style is simply echoing what your soul already knows. And then came the statement that changes everything. Don't skip. Stay till the end. They said, "This person looks like they're about to receive something they thought was too far, too big, too impossible." They felt that your clothes show readiness, not just for change, but for elevation. They sense that life is positioning you for a shift that will make your old struggles feel like preparation. Your presence is stronger. Your aura is brighter. Your path is clearer. And the next part will reveal the final message they shared. The one that explains what this powerful shift is leading you toward, and why it's arriving now. A revelation that carries the weight of everything you've become. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. When they noticed the way you wear your clothes, they finally revealed the thought they'd been holding back, the thought that explains why your presence feels so different now. They said, "This person looks like they're stepping into a moment that was written for them long before they even understood their own worth." Your clothes reflected confidence, but your energy reflected destiny. They sensed in you the quiet power of someone who has healed silently, grown privately, and risen without announcing it. And that rise has made your presence impossible to overlook. A deeper truth unfolded in their heart. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. They said your style shows someone who has stopped shrinking themselves to fit into spaces that were never meant for them. This person, they said, carries the aura of someone who is finally choosing themselves, fully, fearlessly. Your clothes now reveal not just taste, but transformation. Not just identity, but intention. They felt that you're no longer dressing according to who you were, you're dressing according to who you're becoming. And that shift is radiating outward. People can feel it, even if they don't understand it. Your glow is different. Your silence is different. Your energy is different. And then came the final revelation of this part. Don't skip. Stay till the end. They said, this person looks like they're about to receive a moment that finally matches their inner strength, something big, something unexpected, something overdue. Your clothes revealed readiness. Your presence revealed alignment. Your journey revealed resilience. And all of it together made them realize that life is preparing to move you forward faster than ever before. You're no longer standing on the edge, you're already stepping into the beginning of something extraordinary. And in the next part, the deepest truth they shared, the one that explains exactly what this transformation is attracting into your life, will finally be revealed. A truth that shakes even the quietest corners of your destiny. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. When they looked at the way you wear your clothes, they finally spoke the thought they had been afraid to admit, because it revealed more about your future than your present. They said, this person looks like they've crossed a line within themselves, a line that separates who they were from who they are becoming. Your clothes didn't just show style, they showed evolution. They showed a soul that has learned, healed, and rebuilt itself without noise. And that silent rebuilding is what makes your presence feel heavier, deeper, more meaningful than ever before. A powerful insight rose within them. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. They said your style carries the signature of someone who has finally accepted their own strength. Someone who no longer needs approval to feel valuable. This person, they said, dresses like someone who knows their next chapter will not resemble the last. They felt that your clothes reflect clarity. The clarity of someone who has stopped carrying dead weight, stopped entertaining distractions, stopped dimming their light. Your appearance now carries purpose. It shows discipline. It shows peace. And more than anything, it shows a readiness for a life that once felt too distant to claim. And then came the final meaning behind their words. Don't skip. Stay till the end. They said, this person looks like they're about to step into a season where everything they once lost will return in better form. Your clothes revealed a truth you may not have spoken aloud, you're preparing for alignment, real alignment. They saw in you the energy of someone who is about to receive clarity, opportunities, respect, and breakthroughs in ways that feel divinely timed. You weren't just noticed, you were recognized as someone who has outgrown their old life. And the next part will finally uncover the deepest thing they said, the message that reveals exactly what this next season is getting ready